The story begins on a ship sailing in the middle of the ocean. On this ship, a man named Gong is traveling with his daughter, Amy. Amy stands quietly, and the sadness on her face is clearly visible. To cheer her up, Gong gives her a small radio. Amy takes it in her hands and smiles faintly for the first time. Gong feels that this journey might reduce the distance between him and his daughter. But he has no idea that this small radio will later become the last voice connecting him to her. People on the ship start watching fish swimming in the sea. At first, the scene looks beautiful. But on closer look, it becomes clear that the fish are not playing, they are running away. Something massive and dangerous is approaching them from beneath the water. Suddenly, an alarm sounds inside the ship. The captain panics and tries to control the ship, but it is already too late. The water bursts open, and a giant python crashes into the ship. The impact is so powerful that the ship tilts and begins to break apart. People fall into the water. Screams echo everywhere. Some try to hold onto their families, some cling to broken pieces, and others disappear into the waves. Gong desperately searches for Amy, but in the chaos, he loses her hand. In moments, a joyful journey turns into destruction. When Gong regains consciousness, he finds himself lying on the shore. Around him are injured people, broken debris, and fear everywhere, but Amy is nowhere to be seen. He calls out her name like a madman. Suddenly, a faint voice comes from his radio. It's Amy. The signal is weak, but enough for Gong to realize that she is still alive. Then the voice cuts off. Now, hope is all he has left. He sees other survivors on the opposite side, signaling for help. Then he notices a girl in the distance who looks like Amy. His heart tells him it's her, and he rushes forward, but his companion Ernie stops him, warning that something is moving ahead. Everyone looks, and their faces turn pale. From the grass emerges the same giant python. Its eyes burn like fire. With a single strike of its tail, it throws people into the air. It begins swallowing them one by one. Gong runs toward Amy, but Ernie holds him back. In front of his eyes, Gong watches Amy being swallowed by the monster. The python disappears into the jungle. Gong screams, shattered, but helpless. Then suddenly, the radio crackles again. Amy's weak voice returns. She is still alive. Gong realizes that although she has been swallowed, she hasn't died yet. The others try to stop him from entering the jungle, warning that no one returns from there. But for a father, his daughter's voice is stronger than death. Gong decides to go. Ernie joins him, and a few others gather the courage to follow. A group of 6 enters the jungle. The atmosphere changes instantly, heavy air, strange trees, and eerie sounds, as if something is watching them. Soon, one of their companions disappears. Then a long, sticky tongue shoots out of the darkness and drags a man away. They realize that death takes a new form every moment in this jungle. Meanwhile, the giant python reaches its lair and regurgitates the people it swallowed, Amy, the captain, Sushi, and others. They regain consciousness, relieved to be alive, but their relief quickly turns into fear. They are surrounded by large white eggs. These are the python's eggs, and they can hatch at any moment. Sushi warns everyone not to touch them. But an old man, out of fear, breaks one egg with a stone. Instead of preventing danger, he unleashes it. A baby snake emerges. Terrified, everyone hides. The baby snake looks around and then moves toward an injured woman. She screams for help, but the snake devours her. Now they understand, breaking the eggs only brings death. Back in the jungle, Gong and his group move forward. Ernie cuts a tree trunk, and a thick black liquid oozes out. When a burning match falls on it, it ignites instantly. Though Ernie puts out the fire, toxic fumes rise from the liquid. Gong begins hallucinating. He sees Amy blaming him for not saving her. Ernie snaps him out of it. They realize the substance affects the mind. Suddenly, tree branches start wrapping around their companions. These are not ordinary trees, they hunt. Weak from the gas, some are trapped and killed. Gong and Ernie manage to save a few, but one man dies. Elsewhere, Gong tries to contact Amy through the radio, but the signal keeps breaking. One man goes to a river to get water, but a deadly fish attacks him. Soon, many such fish emerge from the fog, even jumping out of water to attack. Ernie realizes they depend on the fog and leads the group to clear air. The fish fall and die. But danger exists everywhere: water, air, and land. They soon encounter a giant frog that captures people with its tongue. Just as it hunts them, the giant python returns and kills the frog, proving it is the ultimate predator. Meanwhile, Amy survives inside the lair because a baby snake mistakenly sees her as its mother and protects her. Gong later discovers that the island is not natural. It was once a laboratory where experiments on animals created these monstrous creatures. Eventually, Gong finds Amy's location. With the help of his team, they attempt to rescue. After a fierce battle, Ernie lures the python into a flammable area and sets it on fire. The monster burns and finally dies. They cut it open and pull Amy out. She appears lifeless. Gong breaks down, but then her fingers move. She opens her eyes. She is alive. Gong hugs her tightly. The small radio that once seemed like a simple gift became the voice of hope that guided a father through death itself.